Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Mireille. I'm a Jungian analyst and therapist and coach, and I work with the unconscious dynamics within us. I just want to keep it short. I'm here with Bushra. Bushra, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, Miraya. Hi, everyone. I'm Bushra. I am a union analyst and artist, and I have a private practice. Um, we are here to talk about some parts of our online course called Meet the Man Within, the Animus, your bridge to the self. So we had, if you look us up, you will find other podcasts and other videos about this course. This is one of them where we pick up one subject and we talk about it just spontaneously so that you have an idea. This podcast is about what is the man within and what is this archetype, the animus. Uh, so we're gonna introduce you to this concept, the animus. Miraya, you want to pick up from here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so one of the things we want to take away for this podcast is the recognizing the loop we're in. So with the animus in Jungian psychology is the shadow side of of women, as is the anima, the shadow side of men. And now, why do we give this course? It's a course for women, as we will work with the animus, is that throughout our life, we will be confronted with this animus. And before this podcast, we were discussing, yeah, but why do we find it so important? And why we find it so important that every woman, well, I for sure, I can always give myself as an example, get in a loop where you sometimes have the feeling you can't get out of it. And most of the time, it's the animus that is the trigger. And I can give an example of I also have a private practice of a client from this morning who we spoke with the father. And so in the daily life, we meet men. So in the father, it's also archetype, but it's the male energy. It's the male energy. And in the session, the loop, just to explain the loop, continuously she could feel, I feel an impulse, and I could see the expression on her face becoming lighter, and she was like, yes, this I should do. And then she said, but then am I doing something wrong? What can I do? And so I could see immediately this animus archetype, this came over, and she was back in the same loop. And when we do not address this, so when we do not address, when we keep saying, yes, but I'm in the loop, but so when we don't address it, we will stay in the loop. And when we stay in the loop, we don't develop, we don't evolve. And we become grumpy, depressive, lonely, whatever triggers will be expressed. And those are actually only signs from our unconscious to say, hey, this needs attention. So actually in women, the animus wants our attention. Um, and to give it attention will bring us out of the loop and um, give us more inner strength. Um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. you are talking about the loop. The loop means that you, to me at least, is that you keep repeating. You have this feeling, and actually you know that you are repeating. And I hear from my clients, but I've done this before and now I'm repeating it, and I've done this, and you keep doing it in the same, it's a pattern, it's like repetitive. It's like you have this feeling, I've been here and I am back and I am asked to make another choice, but I can't. So often in women, this is actually related to, again, I'm gonna drop another concept, to an animus position, because it's like, you know, you are in this repetition, you know, you are actually aware. Okay, there is another stage before awareness, but I'm talking now about women who are aware that they are repeating, but somehow they cannot take it further. So they are like walking around it literally. Also in your life, you might find yourself losing your way in the city you are living in, even in some severe cases in your neighborhood, you keep turning around. And also in your psychic energy, you keep turning around and repeating, and there is a way out, but somehow you don't seem to be able to take it. It's like, I get the image of the road when you are driving on the highway, and every time there is actually the way out, you don't, you never take the exit to go to another, actually to go to your destination. So there is a goal here. The goal is becoming aware of that area in your psyche, that area in your soul that you are actually working with, to become actually the person that you are, the person that you are, yeah, to become who you are. Actually, it's paradoxical again, but you never take the exit because you are in a loop. So this is the loop. And why the animus? What is the animus? The animus is actually an archetype where you have a lot of images, a lot of psychic energy around the male energy. What is the masculine? What is, and it's actually, it's in you. Even if a lot of women tend to put it outside, but what we want to help you in this course is to realize that it's within you. It's the man within you. This loop is from within, that you are gonna take it and bring it higher into the spiral. Maybe Mirai, you want to take it from here if you feel inspired by where I took it?
Yeah, for sure. With the loop, um, as Jungians, as we are Jungians, and we work with archetypes, in our life we will never really grasp the archetype, but how to connect with this is also the loop. So the loop also has a function, as has everything, just like the sun and the moon. So the loop has a function. So the recognition, beautiful example, Bushra, the recognition of being in a loop is also the first step. And how we can grasp this archetype, or any archetype, but in this case the animus, is just view it from continuously different perspectives. And then and that's the path really to what you also mentioned, the self-realization, your the development of our individuality, what Jung calls the individuation process. So the awareness, and that's probably when we how to start, or if you think, oh, is this course something for me? Well, only already the awareness of that you are in a loop is quite it's already step one, actually. So being in the loop and getting out of the loop, because when you get out of the loop, I'm sorry, but you will get another loop. So it's it's and that's the individuation process. It's a continuous self-realization process, which if we yeah get into it, or if we do not deal with it, I can't find the right word in this moment, but if we look at it, then it will evolve you, and it will enrich you, and it will you will feel um, powerful, and yeah, just by discovering this animus type. And I just want to give a few examples. I get a feeling of animus is the male energy, so we have male and female energy, but for women it's the analytical side, the being able to make decisions, and the logos, those are real male. Setting boundaries are also male energies, and that's what we will look at, and how you as a woman grasps this male animus energy.
Yes, yes, yes. What can I add to this? What comes to my mind is that this loop, like, um, it's on one hand, it's necessary, but it's not also, because instead of keeping turning a long time, maybe you just need one turn and then you take it further. What happens sometimes is that we continue, this repetition seems non-stop, and I want to emphasize that it's like a ritual or like a pilgrimage. When you sometimes there is a beginning, there is a middle, there is an end, there are steps. So sometimes we do the steps and sometimes not. So when you escape one step in this cycle of consciousness, and sometimes you want to do a cut, like you think that's also the animus in you thinks he is smart, let's just take a shortcut. But this cyclus of consciousness has really defined steps that are, I would say, are universal. They are not really personal. There is a structure, there are steps that you need to follow. And if you think you are smart, a shortcut, no, it's not possible. But also, if you think you are, you take your time and you take your time and you turn, you will never come out of it. So it's this balance between patience and between quick decisions. So here you take the feminine, who is patient, who carries it, who takes time, but the masculine comes and says, no, this is the turn and I'm going there. So this is the balance that we are going to, you are going to experience this in the course. How does it feel in your body? Because this is an embodied experience. It's not only talk from here. And it's also how our brain works, the body, the brain, and the soul. So that's what I like to say about this. So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
it's a beautiful summary of the definitely the patience and the cut the decision, and yeah, that's what the course is about. Underneath, we will add the website. It's Meet the Man Within, and you will be able to find the program. And we will continue with podcasts and give you more information, also to meet us, and we will give short podcast on the subject.
Yeah.
I
And
think we
again,
leave it for now. You want to add
yes.
something?
No, I just wanted to say it's 7 weeks, but the details
Mm.
is indeed in the website. And we leave you for now with this. I hope we inspired you and you can listen to it various times, because it's not an intellectual work only, it's experiences. Okay,
Yeah,
Miraya, thank you.
that's a great one to add. It's experimental, it's and embodied. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you, Bushra.
Bye.
Bye.